Each year, the senior speaker is selected by a panel of judges who listen to and critique the speeches of those seniors who try out. This year, John Bergen was chosen as our senior speaker. The title of John's speech is, What's Next?
To start by apologizing, Karma chose this week to give me a sore throat, so. Hello. Hello and welcome to parents, grandparents, siblings both willingly and unwillingly here, various relatives, friends, and members of the community. Hello to the teachers and administrators who've put up with us for all these years, stapling us to the ceiling and using us as piñatas, though I'm sure you wanted to. Hello to the class of 2010. How are we doing? Feeling good about ourselves? Well, we've certainly earned it. We successfully survived 13, count them, 13 years of public education. Are receiving our diplomas, and with the exception of those who spent the last month madly studying for their AP calculus exam, most of us have cruised the last semester of school. Senior year is and has been a great time to reflect back on everything that we've accomplished and all the fun we've had over the past few years. So let's look back. We were the last class to survive, and I do mean survive, Mrs. Dana E. Cox. We've watched Mr. Schmidt and Mr. Flaky grind on each other at pep assemblies, and I'm sure other times as well. We've wasted valuable evenings at Drubers and Newell's just sitting around and talking, and I'm sure all of us have a story of themselves or a friend, and something that Mrs. Otter did. And I really wish I could stand up here and just say, congratulations. However, I can't. I can't because apparently it's not all downhill from here. No, life does not get easier simply because you've graduated high school. In fact, our graduating class may face one of the most difficult uphill struggles in recent memory as we emerge into this so-called adult world. Those of us immediately entering the job market will discover, if we haven't already, that a recession doesn't take kindly to 18-year-old kids with high school diplomas. Those of us going to technical school or college before becoming adults have already discovered the joy of raising enough cash to pay the huge costs of further education. And whether we go to college or the army or straight to work, we will all at some point encounter this world that previous generations have left us. A world with rising temperatures, shortages of resources, and vast poverty. A nation fighting 2 wars, divided by bitter partisan politics, and whose national debt will soon surpass its national product. This is the world we are entering. At this point, almost anything we do, short of declaring global nuclear war, will be an improvement. So you'll forgive me for not being able to simply say, congratulations, you're awesome, and then make jokes about Mr. Triggs. However, just because these problems are huge does not mean we cannot overcome them. We stand on the brink of a new age, the first generation raised by computers, the first generation that must simultaneously live within a global electronic world and seek to transform it. The problems of the world may seem too big and we may feel too small, but it is precisely this difference that must drive us forward. As John F. Kennedy said just less than 40 years ago, when the world stood on the brink of outer space expansion and on the brink of nuclear war, we accept these challenges not because they are easy, but because they are hard. If we all went forth from this commencement today and decided our ultimate life goal was to master the guitar part on Expert to Through the Fire and Flames on Guitar Hero 3, would that be a good use of our time? Don't answer that rhetorical question. Now, I would be delusional to think that the class of 2010 can single-handedly cure cancer, end deforestation, and prevent the further spread of the horrible, debilitating disease known as Justin Bieber. I know that I am not looking at a class full of future senators, CEOs, or the entire starting lineup of the Youth Patriots, but I never said that massive wealth or power always needed to change the world. No, that's our parents' world. In our world, it is not the person who owns the internet who is in charge, but it is the one who can create the best website or the most entertaining video. This is where our power and our change will come from. Not from the top, but from the bottom. We future mechanics, farmers, teachers, nurses, small business owners may not seem powerful, but our power is much greater than we imagine. So go forth. Commence from this commencement not with a feeling of pride and accomplishment, but with a sense of determination. We may have turned in our last SparkNotes guided Macbeth essay and slept through our last high school history class. Our real accomplishments lie in front of us. Class of 2010, our work is not done. And so I say to you, not congratulations, but what's next?
Dr. Morton and USD 373 Board of Education members, I am informing you at this time that these members of the Newton High School class of 2010 have met all of the educational requirements and mandates set forth by the state of Kansas and USD 373. I now present to you, for your recognition and affirmation, the Newton High School class of 2010.
Oh yeah.